Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today I have to show you this version of the favorite duel updated with the Duel and of course KLUGER, because it really is such a an easy KOG worthy build. I started using this in Legend Rank 1 and I'm already Legend Rank 3. I had to stop, otherwise I could have reached KOG so easily you can't even imagine. This build, it's the first build that I actually provide you on the channel that is 30 cards, so a lot of you will be happy to see this, even though, you know, if you know this channel, if you know me, I usually do not play 30 cards version just because I don't think it's efficient in terms of, you know, consistency and stuff like that. But still, we had to for this build. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please do like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here, of course, with GD new build, but you can use the normal GD as well because we're playing Fairy Duel. So this just works. So I know you see no Duel here because my problem was that I do not want to have a brick in my hand other than the Neos Wiseman. So in a 30 cards version, the Neos Wiseman rarely appears in your hand, at least with the duels I had. I mean, from Legend Rank 1 to 3 was just so easy. And still, while he said we can use the King of the Swamp, so to summon the KLUGER, because of course the deck has no problems thinning itself out, just because with the skill that keeps you, of course, that keeps on letting you send cards from the deck and from hand to the graveyard, you're gonna thin the deck so easily. Of course, if you don't remember the skill creates basically a miracle fusion and it gives that to you from outside of your deck. So we basically have access to triple miracle fusion, and once that you have a King of the Swamp into the graveyard and an Elemental Hero Neos, you can just use that miracle fusion to go into your KLUGER, right? So but usually with the Neos fusion I'm summoning the Brave Neos, basically always the Brave Neos, sending the Bag and Saver, always one of the best card for this deck, one of the best protection, because 99% of the times your opponent is gonna forget that you have that in your graveyard. And of course, so we're gonna be summoning Brave Neos and always Grand Neos. Grand Mall, such an MVP. Grand Neos, so freaking useful. So, and of course the brick, this is never a brick in your hands because this normal summon just matters so much. It's an untargetable bounce, a non-targeting bounce, that's just so good. Of course, triple Liquid Soldier to have access to the triple draw, triple stratus that occasionally can force and pop back rows. These guys, because of the skill, the Rhoda, best to grab either these two. Triple Neos Fusion, finally. I'm playing just one limited tree to complete the limited tree section with the last wind, just because you can use this 2 times and that's it. And then among the staples, we're using a couple of Expandable Day, best staple ever for warriors in general. Couple of Chalice, why not, against those annoying either Ultimate Nightmare Duel or those Live Twins, so annoying. And the real MVP of this meta, I'm talking about the Transmigration Prophecy. If you wanna KOG, if you wanna rank up easily, just you have to play at least 2 of this in your deck. It's useful against anyone. It's useful against Live Twins because you can just use this to target the Live Twin they're going to summon. You can target the Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon that your opponent's targets with Monster Reborn, thus making their Monster Reborn useless. You can target a Tanny, an annoying Tanny that goes to the graveyard, just boom, shuffle them into the deck. What else we have? Live Twins, jeez, am I forgetting someone? The only deck is useless against is Pendulum, and not even there, to be honest, because sometimes you have the Queens of Dragons that targets the Dot Dice Pendulum Dragon, and you boom, Transmigration of Prophecy that out. Jeez, are we missing something? I don't think we're missing something, but even if I do, Transmigration of Prophecy is just probably gonna be useful. The actual deck double KLUGER, you're gonna find yourself summoning those, thanks to the Miracle Fusion. Couple of Brainias, one Brainias is totally fine, one of these two guys, and the Neos Knight. Apparently, you could find yourself being able to summon a couple of this thanks to King of the Swamp, because keep in mind that King of the Swamp can also count as Elemental Hero Flame Wingman or as Sparkman, of course, so it's really nice. And yeah, these two a little bit less useful because now we have KLUGER potentially, but still very nice as well. If you really want to have an easy climb, just go for this. It's just so easy. Even again in the mirror match, you're good with. I mean, you have to watch out for Super Poly, of course, but if you play it correctly with one of these staples, it's really gonna be useful then. Guys, that is all for the explanation. Let's jump right into the replays that of course are against the meta decks, so you can see how actually this works. Let's jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay, this was a rank up. The first rank up from Legend rank 1 to 2, and let's see what we have. It's us to go first. We have Stratos to begin with, and we also have the King of the Swamp in end to thin the deck even more and grab that poly that occasionally can be very nice. We got the Miracle Fusion. We're choosing to go straight away into Neos KLUGER because I thought this was actually Tenny. So I wanted to go with the KLUGER so that it was forced to use the Vishuda for this. Otherwise, if they cannot use Vishuda or the Synchro Monster, they have no how to this. So we also have the Transmigration, so we're kind of chilling. And I was right, this was Tanny. So Vishuda to begin with, of course, in his hand. So because it was his first summon, I decided to use the Transmigration straight away. No Vishuda, there you go, we're chilling. And also, that's what I forgot to tell you about Transmigration of Prophecy during the decklist breakdown, is that you can actually shuffle cards that are in your own graveyard. And I decided to return a Miracle Fusion because actually a Miracle Fusion could be nice to have as a draw, but of course you can do that with some Neos. So that if you draw Neos Fusion, you still have a Neos in your deck to send to the graveyard. So really, really nice right here. He's got the Nahara, then the red one to go into the Shaman, Legend of Heroes to get that life points boost, and then he attacked. But it was, of course, he watched himself from destroying the KLUGER because he does not want the Wise Men to come out. So we actually drew the Miracle Fusion, and we're chilling now. We can just go Miracle Fusion straight away with the skill, going this time into Neos Knight. But Liquid Soul just gonna provide an extra draw, discarding the Stratos. Then Stratos to grab the Bersinatrex. At this point, we can just attack twice. I attacked with KLUGER to get also some extra damage. Shtana to special summon back the Monk of the Tani, but he didn't pop KLUGER. Of course, he popped Stratos. I'm still chilling now, even though if he gets, of course, the Vishuda, we have a problem. But he just got the protection with Shtana in his hand. Let's see if he's going for more. Shtana actually just had it back to his hand. He went for an extra summon. He's going with the Shaman of the Tani again. Same setup, this time popping the Neos Knight, but we're still chilling, guys, at this point. Look at this. We drew into a King of the Swamp, and now we can just treat this as an Avian. I love the versatility of King of the Swamp for these specific deck, so we can just go into Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, right? And we're not done yet because we have the Miracle Fusion in the graveyard, right? So we first get the Skyscraper and then Miracle Fusion into Brave Neos, because of course King of the Swamp can of course be treated as Neos. So we attacked that and we got some damage out. And we have lethal at this point through this, but I forgot about the Nahara. So no lethal, it's got Shana to summon that guy's back, and now he can pop the Flame Wingman. But this actually was the only way to do it, because if I attacked with Flame Wingman, he could have just used Nahara to lower my attack, so that's why. And then Hadara's effect is trying to combat, but can he do it really? So he's got the Vishura, so maybe he has a way. But keep in mind I have 4k life points, so I'm kinda chilling right now. Baxia to shuffle back both those monsters, and yet he's got no lethal, so he can't go more than that. And yep, we got the Skyscraper, but most of all we got Neos Fusion straight away into Brave Neos again. We can just go for lethal through the monk. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. We got Oster, but this is actually a liar, because this dude is using live twins. As you can see, we started with the King of the Swamp, also with the skill. And look at this, look at this situation now, right? Used DD Crow, the interaction is not done yet, it's not finished yet, but now with this setup in the graveyard, when you use Mythical Fusion, one DD Crow is never enough. Because if we banish the Liquid Soldier, we can go into KLUGER, because we have this and this, right? If we banish the Neos, we can go into Brave Neos, because King of the Swamp gets counted as a Neos, and of course Liquid Soldier has an effect monster. What else we have? If we banish the King of the Swamp, of course we have these two guys, so we can go into either Brave Neos or Neos Knight. So that's why I love this. One DD Crow, one banish from the graveyard. When you have this setup, it's never enough. But of course, for this match, we have double DD Crow. This guy was so lucky. The only situation in which double DD Crow was actually useful. So we got still the Neos Fusion though, so we're chilling. We send the King of the Swamp. Actually, we send the Liquid Soldier into the graveyard. It's got the Typhoon. And from there it's just us. It's just trying to have the one card combo to his end, because of course it's live twins. I got Stratos to force the back row, and he's got Corrected, unfortunately the worst one to face, so I can't do nothing right now. He's got the one monster, the Key Seeker, to go into another Key Seeker. I think he misplayed probably, right? Because he should have, no, actually he couldn't done anything different, but he can't summon from the graveyard, so we're kind of chilling right now. We got double Transmigration Prophecy, so we're really chilling right now. Then he's got a Sat monster. We got the Stratos, this time to grab, of course, a Liquid Soldier, does kill, and he's scoped. This just to show you actually, this was basically a bricked live twin, but this to show you that even with the DD Crow, having the King of the Swamp gives you so much versatility that you can go into anything you want. That's how you did, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys, we have Varus, but it's not Rocket. Actually, I didn't see Rocket in a while. We got Live Twins again. This was actually not a bricked one, so I started with the Secret Password, of course, Live Twin home, the Quick Play spell to have his combo straight away, so we know where this is going, right? The Key Seeker landing with triple backwards, that's it, right? So of course, Legend of Heroes, triple backwards as I told you, and we got the King of the Swamp to begin with. Grabbing the Poly, we have a perfect hand right there. So we started with the favorite dual skill, then Mythical Fusion to get some draws out with the Brave Neos, right? At this point, drawing a couple of cards, discarding the Poly because right now is not needed, then Neos Fusion into a second Brave Neos, Stratos to pop the back rows, use the effect of Key Seeker, there you go, Chalice to negate that, and we're chilling because even if he dodges it, when he summons this and he has no other monster, the effect of Lila does not apply. So yeah, he used Ballista Squad plus Compulsory to use all these back rows basically, so still we got to pop that, so we're chilling. No effect of Lila at this point. He actually can use that to summon the Key Seal and get a draw, but we can just attack, inflict some damage, and search for a Neos Fusion. We get the Expendable Die, so draw phase, I'm not gonna let him summon something, so Expendable Day, pop it, draw. Nothing more for him, but at this point we got Favorite Duel, sending the Berserkers from the graveyard, then we have Mythical Fusion to go, but he's got the DD Crow targeting the Neos, but guess what? We can just go into Flame Wingman, of course, and then we're not done yet. The Skyscraper plus Neos Fusion. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, fourth duel, another great start to begin with. Neo's Fusion, the King of the Swamp. We're setting the graveyard next turn, but we got the Bacon Saver in the graveyard, so still a very nice turn one. I'm showing you this because look at how good, how much it feels good. This Monster Reborn, Transmigration of Prophecy, goodbye to the Abyss, to the target of Monster Reborn, so Monster Reborn gets just wasted. Then he has the blue eyes still, so he can just attack back and Saver, because he eventually will going to summon the Spirit Dragon to negate this, so it's better to use that now straight away. Neo's Fusion again, going into the Grand Neos, but he's got the Lost Wind, perfect right there, so we can't go over that, we have to wait. The boy's gonna stay there, of course. We have the Chalice just in case he goes for something. He went with the Sage with the Eyes of Blue, we can let him do that. Then he goes straight away into the Spirit Dragon as I predicted, attacking that. We're chilling, he can pop it. Then Favorite Duel to fill the graveyard. We got the Miracle Fusion, we have the King of the Swamp to the graveyard to go into KLUGER, of course, and it's got the Lost Wind coming, but he cannot activate that now. We can just attack, bouncing that. Look at this interaction, this is very nice. Learn to use Chalice with the KLUGER. So we attack, okay, toggle on. First, we activate the effect of Neo's KLUGER, we let it resolve, inflict the damage, then it's gonna be another time frame when the game asks you, do you want to activate Chalice? Yep. After the effect damage is solved, is done, you can actually use Chalice, increase the attack, get rid of that, go for lethal with your Brave Neos. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, 5th win in a row. This was the rank up from Legend 2 to 3, of course, with not a mirror match, because we can't call that. Actually, it was a mirror match maybe, because this was Heroes. I actually didn't see that many Eternal Bonds, to be honest. Maybe they're already all cogged, so that's why we don't see them. So we got Favorite Duel, we got the King of the Swamp, not the best turn one, to be honest. I went into Neo's Knight because I didn't know what to expect there. We got Liquid Soldier, we were lucky to draw the Back and Saver, so we could discard it. At least we have a Perfection in the graveyard. So this is actually a normal hero, an Omni Heroes with the Vision Heroes, as you can see. So let's see what we have. The classic combo is there with the increase, summoning the Vian from the deck, sending a card to the graveyard, banishing one, getting Poly, then Stratos again, normal summon to get fairies, so Link summoning to Wonder Driver, so tons of play there, polymerization into Sunrise on, of course, under Wonder Driver, so you can recycle the Poly, use the effect of Sunrise to get the Miracle Fusion, plus the double draw of Liquid Soldier. That's a very nice combo. He's going all the way, attacking Sunrise to get popping, and of course we're avoiding the attack, the biggest damage with the Back and Saver. Now it's us to go. We have a back row. Maybe Transmigration Prophecy is not that useful here, but still. We got Miracle Fusion after the skill to go straight away into KLUGER. That's the worst they can the worst card they can deal with. So I got Stratos to pop the back row. Yes, he has Chalice to stop me. Now only one back row remain because this is polymerization, of course. KLUGER to get some damage done. Increase coming back, but still we're chilling. Then it's got Ice Dragon Prison, but luckily for us, KLUGER is a spellcaster, so he's kinda immune to Ice Dragon Prison. Then Wounded Hero, and he's got the Stratos to pop some back rows. Transmigration of Prophecy to return the Liquid Soldier back into the deck, so that he's forced to use this if he wants to draw a couple of cards. And he's got the increase again, he's got the Vian's effect. We know he has Poly right there. Actually plays 2 Poly, as you could see, so that was kind of weird. So double Poly, he's got the first Poly into Sunrise. He's gonna be tough, but he can't go through this because he can't handle the Wise Man. So guess what? Stratos to force the back rows. He's got the Mask Change activated, but at this point he can't do nothing. Once the Enki is out, we can just crush our KLUGER into Enki and then summon Wiseman and have lethal. I'm going all the way, summoning Brave Neos as well, and he's got the effect failure on the KLUGER, but we don't care because once he gets destroyed, we still gets the effect out. So Anki to grab him a mask change, but my KLUGER is going to summon Neos and Duel, Neos Wiseman, going to Poppy itself, summons effect, we don't care. Neos Wiseman destroyed. 3200 to the face. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Guys, love this. This is the best way to run it. We kinda found these deck lists in the live stream. I think it was on Monday, if I'm not wrong. So love this. I stopped myself there. Otherwise, I could easily KOG with this. It was very easy to have all these wins. If you love heroes and if you have favorite duel, this is maybe one of the best updated versions so far. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.